This is John Watson. Today I want to talk to you about illegal phone calls and voicemails to your cell phone by debt collectors. We're often asked, is it legal for a debt collector to call my cell phone? The short answer is sometimes. Here's the basic idea. If a collector does anything in terms of making a threat or lies to you or is abusive to you, then of course that's going to be a violation of the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, no matter where they contact you. But specifically for cell phones, what we're looking at are really two things. One is if they fail to leave the mini Miranda, and this is a very common problem. That is, they fail to say, this is a call from a debt collector, this is an attempt to collect a debt. The other type of violation, and this is a different law, it's under the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, or TCPA. Sometimes it's called the junk fax law, or the law that prevents the telemarketers from calling us at all hours. But this law says if you use what's known as an auto dialer or a predictive dialer, and that's simply a computer that calls hundreds and hundreds, thousands of people, and what happens is when you pick up the phone, it'll immediately send that to a human operator if one's available, or if there's not one available, it may leave a message that says, please hold for an important message. Sometimes they hang up if there's not an operator standing by, or other times if your voicemail picks up, they'll leave an automated message, and you can normally tell when it's an automated message. But that is a growing area, and it's a practice that is increasing. It's very frustrating because the law says that they can only do that, debt collectors can only do that if they have your permission. Now there's some dispute about, well, what if you gave permission to the original creditor? Does that mean the debt collector can do it? And there's different arguments on that, but putting that aside, if you never gave the original creditor your cell phone, and you never gave the debt collector your cell phone, or if you told them, do not call my cell phone, and they do it, then you may very well have a case under the TCPA. And the violations for that are $500 per call or $1,500 per call, depending on whether it was willful and intentional. And so it's a very powerful law, particularly if you have a company that's calling you over and over and over, sometimes multiple times a day. Those numbers can add up. So in response to the question, is it illegal to call my cell phone by a debt collector? Sometimes. The two things to really look for: did they leave the mini Miranda? That's when they say this is a debt collector, attempt to collect a debt. And did they use an auto dialer without your permission? Whatever the situation is, take good notes. If there are voicemails, save those voicemails. And we'll talk about this in another video. We do not recommend that you record phone calls, at least in Alabama we don't. But just make very good notes, detailed notes, and save any recordings you have. If you have any questions, feel free to call us, 205-879-2447. Go to our website, alabamaconsumer.com. Or if you would like our free report on, and this is not specific to cell phones, this is just in general, but our free report on making debt collectors pay for illegal voicemails, you should be able to fill out a form below this video, and we'll send that right to you. Thank you very much.